Thank you so much for joining in. This is Frida Winger from Passion Profit, and every Thursday we bring you Founders Conversation, which is a live broadcast designed to give you insights and strategies to build a thriving business. The majority of small businesses are established in response to market demand of a product or a service, and many build their business by serving that demand and enjoy growing profits without putting much effort into long-term planning. And that's why at Passion Profit, we focus on helping you continuously plan to generate cash and to make a profit. So this morning, I'm going to talk about more customers mantra. So the thing about customers is you need to understand that you're a bridge between the customers. There's something that the customer wants and there's something that they need. Just like children, customers don't always know the difference. For instance, you want more money as a business owner. So your need is money. You want more money, all right? So I need to bridge the gap between what you want and what you need by making sure you do the things that you may like or not like so that you can get that money. How do we bridge that gap so that we can attract more customers and get in more cash? For your marketing to be successful, you must be able to enter the conversation taking place in the head of your prospects. Many times we come up with beautiful words because we want to impress. But when you're marketing, your goal is not to impress. Your goal is to compel and attract them to come to you. So you have to and the way to attract them is to understand their pain and use the words of their pain. Then you will get their attention. So you must be able to enter the conversation taking place in the head of your prospects, or be able to address the number one question on your prospect's mind at just the right time. One question on my prospect's mind is always, how can I make more money? And the bottom line about money in a business is more customers equals more money. No matter how nice your vision is, no customers, no money. All right. So you need to understand your customers very well. The conversation that takes place in every prospect's mind revolves around two major points. One, there's a problem they have and they don't want, and there's a result they want, but they don't have. So for instance, my customers are broke. They want more money. There's a result they want, they don't have. So they start looking for investors. On the top 10 reasons why businesses fail, the first one is creating something nobody wants. And I think the third one is spending too much time going around looking for investors. All right. So they want money, but they're looking outside themselves for the money. The first place you need to look for money as a business owner is inside. Why did you start this business? All right. Why did you start the business? Who needs what it is that you're doing? All right. So you can't start looking outside. When you start looking out, then the next thing they do, they look at competitors. You should spend more time looking at your customers than you spend looking at your competitors. All right. There's a research I read by HubSpot, and it said that 96% of people who come to your website, they come and they go. They don't do anything. Every time you show your product to a prospect, to anyone, you give your business card, you speak to someone about your company, there's going to be 20 to 100 touch points before they decide to buy from you. And that's why networking can be very frustrating. And I've discovered that networking is great, but you have to have a system for generating leads, because relying on networking to generate your leads is not only unpredictable, it is unpredictable, it is unreliable, it is costly, right? So because of the saturation of marketing messages these days, it will take multiple touch points before people buy what you are selling. So stop. Once you know that, then you're no longer frustrated about speaking to somebody once and they don't buy immediately. You just need to be speaking to the right people and continue nurturing them, and they will buy. So with regular marketing, it's 20 to more than 100 touch points before a prospect makes their buying decision. Our conversion, we have what we call a conversion equation formula. And with our conversion equation formula, it reduces the touch point to somewhere between 5 to 12 points. For instance, when we have founders conversation, which is what we are having right now, the people that show up, at least 3 people should sign up for one of our programs. So when they see our flyer, that is one touch point. When they come to the event, whether live or here, that is touch point number 2. And then I have the request for a one-on-one with me. That's touch point number 3. And during the one-on-one, my goal is to give them information based on their need so they make a decision. So the 4th touch point should be they're giving me a check. So because of our conversion equation formula, we have 4 touch points. All right. So 1, we have lead generation systems to get you consistent leads beyond what you get when you're networking. But the leads you get when you use our system are leads that are interested in your business. All right. So with the conversion equation, you have 5 to 12 points. Most businesses don't follow up with their prospects either. So that provides you a huge opportunity to continue getting clients. So the big question is, how do you attract new clients? Because consistent clients equals consistent cash. At Passion Profit, we have 8 different lead generation strategies that are proven from research and tested that we can combine for you to generate leads when you sleep. And leads are not likes. For a long time, I have so many likes on social media. That is not money in the bank. So stop killing yourself with things that don't work and set up a lead generation system and get the clients you need to help you make the cash you want so that you can be profitable. On the screen, you'll see the buyer's journey. The buyer is anybody out there you're targeting to buy your product, okay? So there's 3 parts to the buyer's journey. Every time you set out your product, you give somebody your business card, you put a post on Facebook. Most of the time, you're speaking to future buyers, all right? And then future buyers are people who want to know the benefits of owning what it is that you're selling. The benefits of owning what it is that I'm selling, which is Founders Network, our 5-step profit system, is that you will get a lead generation system that will consistently bring leads for you. All right, so they want to know what is the benefits of ownership. So telling them that you're cheap is just one benefit. And they already know that because they've been looking around. So you need to articulate what is your market dominating position. Why do you exist? Why do they buy from you? The second kind of buyer in the market is the soon to buy buyer. They have been following, they have been looking, but they haven't made up their mind. You have talked to them, they're going to consult. They're soon to buy buyers, they're not ready. Don't get frustrated, all right? Continue with your lead generation so that you can get a pool of now buyers. Now buyers are 1%. They have already shopped around and they know the benefits of ownership that they want. They're now ready to buy, so they're at the point of choosing the vendor they want. And there's 3 categories that they look at. So if you're only looking at your competitor and making your price cheaper than $5,000, then you're going to lose the now buyer. Because the now buyer, remember, they've been around, they know the benefits of ownership, they have gone through the objections, so now they're ready. So they'll be looking at price, they'll be looking at customer service, and they'll be looking at your selection, all right? If you have a narrow selection, they may leave, all right? As a founder, you need to have a way to consistently generate leads by putting out information about your business in a way that will compel people to come to you. Not a question of copying and spraying what your competitor is putting on social media. So as a business owner, you need to articulate what is your market dominating position. And your market dominating position is your value contribution. So the buyer's journey, remember, the first time you meet someone, they may not buy from you, but how you interact with them will determine their next step and their next decision. And that's why you cannot afford to have just a small pool. With our lead generation system, you will generate many leads so that you can consistently have a pool of buyers. Moving along, we have the 5-step profit system. Number 1, we help you generate more leads, like you can see here. How we generate all the leads your business can handle. So in more leads, we have 8 proven lead generation strategies, all right? But you just need 1 or 2, especially for people in service industry. I've noticed they need 3. You need a lead generating website, you need a social media strategy, you'll need some sales letters and some lead magnets, all right, that can consistently bring you the leads that you need. And generating leads can also make you money. So when you're generating leads, we have leads for low tier, mid tier, and top tier, so that you're not always going for the big sale. So number 1, we design lead generation strategies for you. Number 2, so that you can get all the clients you need to make the cash you want, so that you can be profitable. And then we have a conversion equation evaluator. So we audit your marketing collateral to ensure that your messages are powerful, they're passionate, they're precise, they're compelling, they're irresistible messages. So stop looking at your competitor. Go and listen to the complaints of your target audience, and you will find more compelling messages. Number 3, we help you get more transactions. When we set up a lead generation system for you, we look at how many clients do you have already. So the key thing is to help you get more transactions. Number 1, we nurture your existing clients, but we really articulate your target audience to see what else do they need, and then who are other people that work with your target audience that you can work with. And I go to number 4, how can you price your product so that you have multiple streams of income? We have 4 different pricing strategies. You can upsell, you can downsell, you can cross-sell, you can bundle. The next thing finally is we want you to make more profit. So the money that you're bringing in, you have, before we do with you what we call a revenue forecast. And the revenue forecast is to ensure that you have a solid product and enough streams of revenue to generate the money that you're looking for. So one of the things we do in our programs, the first thing we do is to get you to dream and get in touch with your vision and the impact that you want to make. All right, what is the impact that you want to make? Because your wealth creation is in direct proportion to the value you contribute. If you want money, solve problems. If you want money, help people. If you want money, create value all the time. And as I wrap up, I want to let you know, Founders Profit Academy will be bringing you different online programs. Founders Conversation is held by Founders Profit Academy. And we're going to do Lead Generation Blueprint on February the 18th. If you're interested to have your own lead generation and conversion system to increase your cash flow and profit, please send an email to hello@Founders Profit Academy and just say, I want the lead generation blueprint. It's going to have the 8 best practices of lead generation. It's going to have how to create your messages, how to create your headlines in a way that is compelling and attractive. It's going to have a lot of stuff. There'll be 7 videos. There'll be cheat sheets. Well, what are the different things you can use for lead generation? What are the different tiers you can have for lead generation? Because every time you have lead generation, it doesn't have to be free. Get onto this program, figure out how you can generate leads. It's your lead generation blueprint. All you need to know to generate leads so you can get the clients you want and make the money you want so that we can profit. Founders Profit Academy comes to you. It's one of the Passion Profit brands, and its goal is to help you generate all the cash you need so you can make the profit you desire. And you generate cash by adding value to your clients. Thank you so much. God bless you. God continue to provide for you richly, ceaselessly, for your enjoyment. And that is not me. That is Apostle Paul in 1 Timothy chapter 6 and 17. Bye-bye.